So Beetlejuice is coming out, and I can't wait to see this movie because, I mean, Michael Keaton coming back, Tim Burton, I mean, Winona Ryder, like having the cast back, it's going to be freaking great. And I'm super excited about this. The trailer came out, and we need to watch it, we need to talk about it, and see what we think about Beetlejuice. So here's the trailer. If you haven't checked it out, here we are. Let's watch it and react together.
Here's a preview. Be warned, it's intense.
Can't believe Grandpa's dead.
Death is hard.
Yeah,
it is hard, you guys.
It's harder.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him. I believed he was gone forever until you found this.
I love that. That's cool.
Ew. Who's Beetlejuice?
Don't ever say that name.
Beetlejuice.
No, Astrid, I am serious. If you say his name 3 times, he will appear.
Oh, why would you do that?
Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
The living. The dead. Can they coexist? That's what we're here
They're
to
using the
find
music.
out.
Eddie Elfman.
Yeah.
Where is Beetlejuice?
Where's Beetlejuice? Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
I think it looks pretty good. I'm just saying. It feels like it captures like that 80s vibe too, along with the feeling of the first one, right, Ron? I feel like they're definitely honing into that world. Tim Burton, of course, is Tim Burton. And Michael Keaton, he put the makeup on, he put the hair on, he put everything on. It looks pretty much the same, you know? I love they do the whole thing with Jenna Ortega being definitely like the young daughter type vibe. Like, oh, you're gonna say I shouldn't say this, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. So Mom, I'm a Beetlejuice, you know. And then he'll pop up behind her, and then all of a sudden the shenanigans ensue. So it looks good, Ron. Don't you think? I honestly, I know you're excited about this, as I have been too. We heard it's more of the same. We heard from Jack Burton, which of course it is more of the same. Different way see on cable. Oh, Queen doesn't want to see it till cable. I'm going to theaters for this.
I am.
What do you think, Ron?
Oh, I'm definitely going to theater for this. You know what's funny though? I found with this trailer, and you kind of just touched on it. Yes, it's got an '80s vibe to it. It also, I'm wondering if it's going to exclude any new audience because it seems to be very inside. Like if you know, you know, and if you don't,
That's a good point.
And I wonder if that's going to alienate some viewers.
I could see it doing that, actually. You say I didn't think about that, because if you do look at it, like the stuff that's there, it is a lot of stuff that it's like member berries. If you look at South Park, you know, member berries, like this part right here, like with the shrunken head, you know, and it looks it looks great. It's definitely Tim Burton, looks great, looks like the original, but like if you don't know the original, which came out
my ex-wife.
Well, she's looking good, GR. She's looking good. You know, I don't know why you left her. But you're right. I think about that, Ron. Like, it's very much in line with that it could be something where people, if you don't know it and you didn't watch it before, like, why, is there anything that brings a new audience in?
I don't know. I love Winona's voice too. Just hearing that, I'm just like, oh my God, it's Winona. You know, I love that.
Yeah. And she has done great on Stranger Things. You know, she's really brought a new force to be reckoned with on that show. It's like a resurgence for her career. And Jenna Ortega, of course, has been everywhere.
New audience would know Jenna, of course, but they wouldn't know like also the mom. I'm forgetting her name right now, and she's gone on to do 9 million things.
I was going to call her Maura from
right, Moira.
but
But it's like they don't. A new audience wouldn't necessarily know who these people are. It's just I don't know. I'm confused for it for a bit, but I'm definitely going to see it. Absolutely, and I'll probably go with friends of mine from the 80s.
we should go, Ron. I'll go with you too.
Do it.
I'm not your friend from the 80s, but I'm from the 80s too myself. Cruise Control was born in the 80s in a lot of ways.
There you go.
I was trying to get my brother to come on the show tonight. I was like, let's get another Kruse on here. Maybe next time, maybe next week. I'm trying.
Cool.
But he can't have control because it is cruise control. So would he technically have control too? That's the question though, right?
It is the question.
I don't think so. But you're right, Ron. I didn't think about the whole idea of like the member berries, the nostalgia bait, all of that, because it is very much the first one was kind of that too. The juice is loose, he says, and that's it in the first trailer. We get that again now. But Michael Keaton looks great if you love that movie, which, wasn't a big box office smash at the time, but did become that.
Yeah,
but can that draw new audience? Thirsty Daddy, what do you think?
I think it can. It's going to draw me in.
Did you watch the first one in theaters, though? Did you love it?
No, I didn't. I couldn't have cared less about it.
We had this conversation last time. That's right. You didn't care at all about it. You're like, fuck this movie.
But this one I want to see. I see the humor. It's throwback, but it's not throwback. It's the same thing.
Is it Michael Keaton or is it the whole cast or what is it?
Mainly Keaton. I love his work.
Oh, he's been killing it recently too. I just think he's just like everything he's been doing has really just like, he's been coming. It's like a resurgence again. Well, we're talking about resurgences, we're talking about resurgence, and like this is a resurgence as well. Like Ron, right? Ron, this is a resurgence for Michael Keaton, isn't it?
I keep getting cut off, or you guys keep going black screen for me, and I'm hearing like 20% of the show. So I don't know what you were just talking about.
That's weird. I just lost you for a second too. I don't know what's happening.
I didn't watch the first one, but I want to see this one. So I'm one of those new people.
Okay. Oh, good.
I was saying, Ron, that's weird that's happening. I was saying that resurgence, from a resurgence. So Winona Ryder, resurgence, but really Michael Keaton's had a huge resurgence recently. Oh, yeah. He came back as Batman, he's back as Beetlejuice. Is this just like, is that resurgence going to bring people back to this theaters to see him again as Beetlejuice?
I don't know. I just felt it was so almost Inside Club-like. And, people don't like the Inside Club because they're on the outside. I felt that it was really exclusive. I mean, I don't know. I'm confused right now. This is really strange.
That's a good topic of discussion, though.
What's that, GR?
I think it can go either way.
It could,
because there are people like me that I know who Michael is, obviously, but I didn't know the movie. I didn't enjoy it. My son did, but he's Brian's age, so
I'm just thinking of like the younger audience now. Would they, I'm going to ask Torbett. I mean, I know that's really young, but I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, see what he says. Yeah. Jack Burton says, does Hollywood love to lose money nowadays? Which,
yes.
Yes.
That's 100% yes. Well, they think like what's safe, what we can do. They've been trying to make this movie for a long time. They want to do like Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii was the initial take for this, and that was like back in the 90s, I think mid 90s, and so like they didn't do that. Of course, this one, the idea for this script is Beetlejuice has an ex-wife who's hunting him down, and so he ends up coming back and he uses Lydia and her daughter to try to save him from his ex-wife. That's the idea of this plot. So, right. GR knows, right? GR's like, yeah, get the fuck away from that ex-wife. She's nasty. Which could be an ex-husband as well. Could be an ex-husband or an ex-wife, an ex-person, an significant other. Sometimes they can be bad. Sometimes they be great. Sometimes that negative, maybe that bad one becomes good again. Who knows? But that's the telltale signs are for this movie. But I want to see it. I love the initial one. We have no Alec Baldwin. He's, of course, too busy in court. And, that's the whole thing for him.
He hasn't got a shot at coming in on this one.
No, hell no. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Whoa.
I'm giving that a round of applause right now. I'm giving that a round of applause for that one, GR. Thirsty Day. That's a good one.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
That was good.
Thank you very much.
But I do think this looks, as nostalgia bait, it's great. But
Yeah.
I honestly, Ron, I don't know if it's going to make the money they want it to make. You said that, and as soon as I said that, I go, how do you make a trailer that's so nostalgia bait? The next one has to be different, doesn't it? Ron?
Yes, because the first one was also the same nostalgia, not as tough as this one. But I'm wondering, then you just say about the money. What if it doesn't make the upfront box money, but it becomes another cult? We
can't wait like 30 more years again for Michael Keaton to come back and do this again. We can't do that anymore. We can't wait for the actual money to become a whole thing. When it comes to logistics, it comes to actual like budgeting, it doesn't work. You have to have like now, especially the world we live in now. It's like now. And I think that if that doesn't happen, doesn't sell, we're never going to see this again. Do we want to see another one though? Like,
right.
After this GR, this movie is great. Think we get a third one?
Oh, if it does well, we'll get a third one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see it, but I also think that on
they're
top
making the 27th Jurassic Park. Why wouldn't they make a third one?
27 is happening. That's right. Those Velociraptors will be tap dancing, as we said before, shooting Uzis and kissing the babies. That'll be Jurassic World 25 and a half. But this is happening. I like the trailer, but Ron makes some good movements towards like what can actually movements. Some good movement. Some good. I'm not drinking again.
Velociraptors how to tap right now.
It's been a long week, guys. So again, it's Drunk Friday, and I think I am the person thoroughly drinking tonight, and I might say some things that are a little off. Because I've had a few drinks. Wasted nights. Drink, GR, drink.
But you won, Brian. You won. So that's all that matters.
I didn't want to do hot takes, but I did hot takes. So I haven't honestly.
The fix was in, Ron.
between the four of us here, Pepstar included, I have no idea what I said. So that's what it is.
There's a lot of F words involved.
A lot. I've had a few drinks. That's why I've had a few drinks. Peppy, I do think that you do a great job, though.
Thanks. Yes. Yep.
There were so many F words. I thought Sabrina had broken into the room.
I know. Probably.
She's gonna kill me when she sees this.
She's not. She don't rewatch this shit. She's not gonna rewatch this. But that's just off the cuff. We love Sabrina here, but that's a whole different story. But overall, I think this will be great, and I think it will kick ass. I hope for fans of it, but I think in general, like Ron says, will it be a box office smash? I'm not really sure about it.